Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Ryu here. I know it's been a very, very long period of time since I actually put my voice on anything. I know I've been, since what happened with COVID and everything else, I just haven't had a whole lot to talk about. But since I had a lot of things on my chest as is for right now, I had a lot of things just bubbling in me. I was like, let me go ahead on and get it off my chest now. And then, if people get pissed off at me for saying what for saying what I'm thinking or just getting it off my system right now, then, so be it. And then we'll just move on from there. And I'll just have to apologize or explain myself or whatever, and we'll move on from there. And that's about it. But hope everybody's doing okay out there. Hope everybody's staying safe. I know for right now there's a friend of mine who lives in Florida, and I told him before I've already seen pictures and I've already seen videos on either on TV and stuff of people, because it's summertime, they're at the beach and they're close together, and they don't really give a crap about COVID, and if they get sick, so be it. And then pretty much we all had our conversations about that. And I mean, even though because and even for me, I live in North Carolina, and I don't know about my area, but I do know that in my state, COVID things has been going up a lot. So just hoping, everybody stay safe out there. That's all I can really just say. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what you can or can't do. I'm just gonna say, please stay safe out there, because I don't know about anybody else, but it's kind of messed up to keep hearing that the you know, COVID counts keep going up because people keep doing stupid stuff all the time. But whatever. But like I said, you can't really stop people. Like I said before, you can't stop people from doing certain things. They're gonna do it regardless. Even if you tell them not to do it, they're gonna do it anyway. So whatever. So moving on with life there. So moving on with there. But I'm just saying, if you're out there doing whatever you need to do, if you're out there grilling, barbecuing, sunbathing, going out, taking your dog for a walk, whatever you do, please stay safe out there in this world now, because it is very, very dangerous out there nowadays. Yeah, there's even a guy online that and this is actually a very true story. I know he was like, I know when I read his post, he was saying like he was really, really depressed. Even though I know he has a lot of subscribers and a lot of people to support him and everything, so he was saying that he was really depressed, and he was also a part of the IGBLQRSZ, whatever it is, community. And I basically was like, hey, I see nothing wrong with that. If you're part of, if you're part of the IGBQR, whatever it is, community, hey, well, live your life happily. There's even a guy that I know of. I saw online that I started watching before I actually started posting videos on my own. It was when I was in college. That he was actually a dude, and the last time I checked his channel, he's now a chick. And I basically was blinking for like 10 seconds, and I cut off of it, and I kind of just stared at the monitor for a few minutes, and then I'm like, okay, and then I just moved on with life, because I'm just like, hey, well, that's his choice in life. If he's a she, then whatever. With that for right now. But yeah, but like I said, so things been going on with me for now. I've just been busy with work. Work has been really, really busy right now. For a lot of people don't know, I've actually started. I was actually working at this one company that I'm still working at now as a I was working as a Windows 10 refresh technician. What that basically means is that a lot of times I would take old machines that have a standard Windows 10 image. I would re-image them to have the company's Windows 10 image on them. Get the machines logged into prep software, get the machines ready for users, and then once they come in with their old equipment, I would actually either do their data transfer, or I would have to use a certain program that is company specific in order to actually transfer all their software from the cloud to their machine. It's not OneDrive. If a lot of people know about OneDrive, it's another program that the company uses themselves. I don't want to say what the program is all the time, because I know it is, but I don't want to say what it is. Company secrets at all. But yeah, but they use this program, and that's what we did for right now. And I started it in July, and it went all the way through till March, By that time, I was also working with three other guys. One of the other guys, he actually got moved over to another building, and now he's working there. The other two guys I know of, they wound up losing their jobs, and I was the last person. I was the last man standing, and then I got moved over to working another project there that may change to something else. I don't know. There's talks going on back and forth about, I'm such a great technician and I'm such a great employee and all this other stuff, which, I mean, I am happy about if there is a change, but at the same time, I have to get used to the change. I have to get used to everything, and it's just going to take time to get used to stuff. I mean, I will still post videos when I get the time to, but I'm just saying I'm not trying to have everybody jump up and down and be like, congratulations for you or anything, because it's not anything set in stone yet. But I don't want to say anything about that just yet. But just wanted to get that out there for right now. But what ended up happening was there was the fact that but yeah, so then I started working this other project. So now instead of actually just building machines and installing them and installing an image on them, now what I do is the machines that I grab now are already imaged, and then I just go in the system, I log them in, I log in as the person, I install software, and then I send it to the user. I know for right now it basically sounds like it's less work, but it's there's sometimes here that it's pretty stressful, because not only do you have to do that, you also have to manage people calling in for help, and then you also have to do other things as well. Like most time they have me as inventory keeper, so I have to keep track of all the inventory. I have to get all the machines up to date. I have to help customers when they call up online. I have I have about maybe about like 7-8 jobs I do a day every day, and most of the time I have to do them by myself, because a lot of times one of the other guys I work with, a lot of times he's not there, so a lot of times it's just me by myself trying to take care of everything on my own. And like I said, I mean, I have to scan stuff in inventory. I have to call our team lead to let him know how many machines were done today. I have to contact people to let them know stuff. I have to help people. Like I said, there's about 8-9 jobs I do a day. So there's a lot of times where at the end of the day I'm just way too tired. But there's a lot of times I'll have enough energy in me after I get home and after I eat dinner to be like, okay, I'm just going to sit down here and play this and really not do a whole lot. Just play something. Play something. That's about it. So that's pretty much what's been going on with me work-wise. Games wise, I did actually pick up a couple games on Steam. Some of them I picked up during my birthday. There were sometimes some of them I picked up after. Like one of the games I've been playing a whole lot of now is I've been playing a lot of Persona 4 Golden. I have actually played and beaten the original Persona 4 on PS2 a lot of times back in the day when it first came out. This is my first time playing Golden, and even though there's a lot of things they added in from the original Persona 4, there's a lot of things they put in Golden that it's just hilarious to play through. So I'm hoping Atlus, because they see how good sales and how much people are enjoying playing Persona 4, they'll release the other Persona games such as Persona 3. If they release 3, I'm hoping they release Persona 3 the FES edition, because that's the definitive edition which has everything. I'm hoping they release FES. If they do release 5, which I'm hoping they do, because that is the only Persona game I haven't played besides Eternal Judgment, and I'll get to that in a minute, is it's Persona. I hope they release Persona 5 Royale on Steam, because I know that would be enjoyable, because I'd be like, I'm finally playing Persona 5, woohoo! So like I said, I have played all the originals. I mean, I have done a full playthrough of Persona 1, but I've only done the Sayback storyline. I haven't really done the Snow Queen quest storyline, and just because, one, I know I've read a lot of reviews on it. I mean, I love reviews. I've read a lot of walkthroughs on the Snow Queen quest storyline. I know how to access it. I know kind of where to go to. It's just the fact that how much grinding you have to do. So I know, because I have it on emulation, I could probably just speed it up and fight a whole lot of the battles, and instead of it taking hours to level up to a certain level, it would take minutes to do that. But I don't know. I mean, it just depends if a lot of people want to see the Snow Queen quest. Like I said, I know how to activate it. I know how to activate it. I know what to do. It's just the fact that it's just gonna take a while, and I know how hard and stressful that thing is. I have actually played Persona 2 Innocent Sin, but there's also another game after Innocent Sin called Eternal Punishment, which Atlas was going to release to the States on PSP, but unfortunately, because the PSP flopped, because a lot of people were like, oh, load times, the PSP, back in the day, Eternal Punishment never came to the States. So I'm hoping if Atlas, like I said, I'm hoping if Atlas, if they see that how many people enjoy Persona 4 Golden, they'll release the other Persona games so I can finally play Eternal Punishment. I mean, I do know there's the PS1 version, but I'm used to playing the PSP version because I know they kind of tweaked the battle system a little bit, and I know the PS1 version is different battle system wise, and I know I tried it out once, and I was like, ugh, about the whole battle system choice thing and everything else. So, but hopefully Atlas will see that, and hopefully they'll release Eternal Punishment and the rest of the Persona games. But all we can do is hope for right now after 4. I do actually have other games. I do actually have Atlas Reza. Haven't played that yet. I have been playing Indivisible. I think I actually uninstalled it for right now just because I got to, I think, like the final boss fight and I couldn't see. And I told my friend 40 about it. I couldn't really see the sprites because I was like, oh my god, they're so small, and you know, you're so big and it's hard to see and it's hard to dodge, and so I uninstalled that game for right now just because I was like I'm done for right now. Maybe I'll pick it up again later on. I'm done. I'm finished with this game. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's like it's kind of could have been made better. Indivisible could have, but I mean, it's not a terrible game. It's actually, I mean, it's like I said, it's fun, but it's kind of a little bit. What other games do I have that I'm not looking at right now? I mean, I do actually have Aminutia Warlords, thanks to 40. I haven't played that yet. I told you, like I said, I have Atlas Rizla. Haven't played that yet. There's another game I streamed that's kind of a Metroidvania game, and I only played that for a little while on stream. Just say, hey, I'm trying something new out, and haven't picked that game up since. I know I need to play that. I know for my birthday, Big did give me Jay and Silent Bob, the video game, and that game is pretty fun. But turns out in stage 3 they have a turbo tunnel section, and Izzy and myself were struggling for a little while. Then it took some time, and I finally was able to get through it by myself. And I told Izzy, I was like, yeah, man, I finally beat it. So, you know, if you want to keep going through, we can keep playing it and move on and see how things go later on with the rest of the game. If you want to play it, that's just your call. I'm not going to force them, since most time it's good to play beat 'em up games with other people. Other than that, I have still been uploading Lufia 2, Rise of the Essentials, and thank you for everybody who's been watching that playthrough of mine. I know I haven't really done everything. I haven't done the Dragon Egg, like the dragon for the egg quest. I haven't actually really gotten all the capsule monsters because I don't really know where they all are off the top of my head. I just play straight through it. And before anybody asks, I am going to do a playthrough of the Ancient Cave, but it's not going to be a perfect, enjoyable run. It's just going to be my take of it. So I know there's a lot of people going to be like, boo, boo, and stuff. So, but I just did the best I could. So the last thing I want to talk about here, though, before I actually, well, a couple more things, but this would be the main thing, is I know a lot of people have been asking me either should I make a Facebook or Twitter or something like that, and I have been going through it in my head for a while, and I just don't know offhand which one will be beneficial for me to make. So, because I've looked at different online articles, I've read a bunch of stuff, I did a bunch of stuff, and I've seen stuff. And a lot of people are like, yeah, you know, with Twitter you can do this, with Facebook you can do this, because then, you know, you have more acknowledgement, other people will know what you do, stuff like that. That way you won't have people on YouTube by themselves. I mean, I don't really care about, I'm not really a huge thing about fame and everything, you know, but, you know, just to have more, what's the word for it? More show, I call it that way, you know, have people go, hey, I exist, like, hey, I exist out here and stuff. So yeah, but like I said, I haven't really actually decided if I actually really want to, because I know a lot of times I talk to some friends of mine, and they're like, dude, you should, you know, because I know the time I say I don't have Facebook, and I think I'm like the only person in the RCO group that doesn't have Facebook or Twitter or anything. I'll just have a YouTube page and that's it. And every time they'll bring up something about, yeah, I posted something on Facebook. No, I mean, then and they're trying to rub it in like, yeah, you're the only person that doesn't have it, and I'm just like, well, I don't really know which way I should lean towards, either Facebook or Twitter. So, I mean, if you have a preference or just an opinion, you want to throw something at me just to be like, hey, you know, try this, see if you like it. If you don't, you can always just, you know, delete your channel off of Facebook or Twitter and move on and just keep your YouTube page or whatever. But I know, I mean, I just know, I know they're joking around, but I also know, besides them, I've heard other people say the exact same thing to me, and I'm basically just like, well, I don't really know which way I want to lean towards. Either do I want to get Facebook or Twitter? Not 100% sure about that, but just thought I would ask. You know, if somebody had an idea, you know, cool. If they didn't, you know, if everybody's like, hey, you know, pick one, don't matter, or people don't really give a crap, whatever, you know, because that's how it feels like in the world nowadays. There's a lot of people. I mean, besides people who you talk to a lot of people who you know, it just kind of feels like people are basically just shoving just shoving the finger in your face all the time. But hey, that's pretty much when you're used to it and you know how things are and stuff like that. You know, you just move on with a smile on your face, and that's about it. But but other than that, like I said, so other than that, I mean, like I said, if I said anything to upset anybody, I am sorry. But just thought I would get everything off my chest. Hopefully, I'll make another update video later on in the future, just so I can let the people know. So that way, if anybody's worried about me or anything, they don't have to be. But hope everybody's doing okay out there. Like I said, please stay safe. And other than that, I'll talk to you about another time. Then, this is Ryu here. Later.